He overcame constant criticism from his political opponents and secured the seat as the newest elected leader of the PDM party. Doug Parnell, the 36-year-old North Caicos native of British descent and former appointed member of parliament, captured the coveted seat by the majority of votes from a group of delegates after 3 rounds of voting at the convention. Parnell vowed to mend the division lines that he feels has been a major impediment to the success of the PDM, and now the newly elected leader of the party says he will work to restore faith in the TCI's political system.
Now, for me and for this party, our work has just begun. We have a country that is torn apart politically, economically, some instances socially, and we need to bring our country together. And I believe that our People's Democratic Movement party is the only party in the Turks and Caicos Islands that can and possesses the power and the integrity to unite the Turks and Caicos Islands.
Parnell won the leadership by the narrow margin of 2 votes. He secured 32 votes in the 3rd and final round, while Oswald Skippings captured 30 votes. Just as reported last week on News 4, former Chief Minister Derek Taylor, in a surprising twist of events on Saturday night, accepted a nomination for leadership and contended against former Chief Minister Skippings and Parnell. Taylor, who was ousted during the 1st round with the least amount of votes. The party trustee endorsed his running mate and said that he pledged his allegiance.
I'm one of those people who feel that God moves in ways that man can never comprehend. Everything happened for a reason. It have been my, have been my opinion along this journey that nothing happens before its time, and what happened happens for a reason. So if the majority of people feel that I should go forward, I would do that. However, I would like to make it clear I support our party leader. That is one of those things that once you are elected leader of this party, I mean, as I pointed out to Doug, he has my full support.
While the victory was being celebrated inside, outside there were questions and antagonism from residents who feel that there are uncertainties about Parnell's past, which makes him unfit to lead.
It's all been set up. Just because, I mean, how could you have somebody like Doug Parnell running the country or running anything at all? You know, it's not right. He has no experience. Someone, I mean, I heard, and it must be right. I was in this meeting on Wednesday. He didn't even answer the question about him not being able to enter America again. I think it's absolute nonsense. It's not good for the country. The TI people got to start learning now to do what is right and get together as one people instead of all this who's who and stabbing in the back. You know, the black crab syndrome, that's all it is. Everybody wants to hurt the other man, not because they like the other man, but they do it because they don't want the other person to be successful.
I ain't thinking nothing. I know that Oswald Skippings at this moment is the best candidate we can put in the Turks and Caicos Island to get this country back from the UK. Well, number one, he tells us some lies because I proved for myself and I saw it on the internet that he ain't get pardoned from the United States yet. On that is saying that he is in problem for cell phones. I look at that and I read that myself. And he cannot enter the United States. And he told us that he can enter the United States. And he said in his interview that, well, I went to Nassau when they asked him about it. I went to Nassau, and it's just like being in the States. Only the fool will agree if you to Nassau, you're in the States. When you to Nassau, you're not in the United States. And he need to get pardon from the United States government for the crime that he committed. And he is unfit at this moment to run for the leadership in the Turks and Caicos Island.
The men said they were furious that Skippings was not elected as leader. Meanwhile, former Deputy Chief Minister Clarence Selver was voted as Deputy Leader of the PDM, and former Minister of Immigration Samuel Harvey is the new national chairman of the party. Derek Taylor and Healy Ewing remained as party trustees and are now joined by Llewellyn Hanfield as the newest party trustee.